Hello. Hello. We are here. Hi. I was waiting for some special little thing and I was like, "Oh, wait. We're on. We're live. Hello everyone. Welcome in, and we are very happy to be here." So, let's go ahead and I wanted to just mention a few things before we start our evening. We are going to be doing a live Aries full moon ritual, which is a burning ceremony. So it's whatever we want to release from this, especially this last 6 months. We had the eclipse that was in Aries at that time. And now we are going to be having, this is our opportunity to release everything that had happened in this past 6 months that we are no longer energetically wanting to hang on to. So with that, we can have that ceremony then. It will be at 8 p.m. Eastern on this Sunday. So very exciting that we're going to be having that for everyone. And then Monday, Nat and I will be doing a money house short ritual. Just, and that is something that you can use anytime because it's going to be something that's going to be recorded so that you can use that for your own energy of what your second house is. So let me think if there's anything else I can think of anybody else have anything they think of at the moment? No, we are good. So I'm going to go ahead and go to Wendy so she can. Oh, yes. Betsy, go ahead, please.
If there's anybody out there that is interested in learning how to channel, I'd like to send them a free, it's about 50-minute video of me teaching channeling, how to channel. So if you're interested, just contact me at Ask Betsy-Morgan. What is my email? Ask Betsy-Morgan at Yahoo. And I'll send it to you.
Well, thank you for doing that. Thank you. So let's go ahead and go to Wendy. Are you ready? Oh, you're
just a sec. Sorry, I was writing that down so that I can put that in the chat for everybody so they can see what your email is. Okay.
Perfect.
Channeling. Okay, sorry. Okay, I made my note. So thanks for joining us, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and get us started with a little clearing. So if you would please get comfortable and relax your shoulders, close your eyes, and then take in 3 deep breaths, okay? In through your nose, hold, and out through your mouth. With each exhale, release tension and distractions. In, hold, and out. In, hold, and out. So visualize roots growing from the soles of your feet and your root chakra. It's at the base of your spine. And those roots are growing deep into the earth. Feel the stability and strength of the earth, Mother Gaia, supporting you. Starting above your head, at the top of your head, with your crown chakra, imagine a gentle white or golden flowing light going down through each chakra. So start with your crown, into the third eye, into the throat, the heart, solar plexus, sacral, the root, and down into, following those roots, going down into the earth. You want to see each center of each chakra just brightening and clearing as the light flowed through, just allowing any stagnant or heavy energy to dissolve into the earth. Now visualize a radiant sphere of light surrounding your entire being. It's white gold and violet, allowing love and positive energy to come in and deflecting any negative energy. You are protected. Bring your hands to your heart and take one more deep breath in, hold, and out. Feel gratitude for your body and your energy. Feel yourself being here, present. And when you're ready, open your eyes.
All right, thank you. So I want to know if everyone has been having the same kind of day we've been having, where we forgot that it was Thursday today. And I don't know if it's something in the time warp stuff that's been going on, but I think all of us were like, it's Thursday today? Oh, that's right, it's Thursday today. So if everybody else has been having, then it's not just us, because I feel like it's definitely this energy that we've had going on. And I do want to say we do have Mercury yesterday was in a square to Jupiter. And I think there's been issues with communication and things with that, or when you're working with like computer stuff. I think that is maybe sometimes it can be when squares are kind of like more difficult energy. And so I think that is one of the things that could be possible. I will say that tomorrow is when Venus touches the South Node. So I would set the intention of opening up your energy for anything that you might want to receive in as a greater gift from any kind of ancestry energy that you have. I now have a new favorite word, thanks to Betsy, which is, instead of calling it the divine feminine, it's the sacred feminine, because I feel that's a much more personal thing for us. And she did that in her channeling, which will be coming up. We put out one earlier this morning, but this one will be for next week. So make sure you watch that, because when I was working with her and we were recording it, I was like tearing up, and my heart was just full of the energy. And it was just a beautiful moment with it, recognizing that is coming in for us. And Orion was just so definitely there that I just felt very strongly about it. So that'll be coming out next Thursday. But it was just a lovely, inspiring time for me to think about the fact that we're going to be touching Venus will be touching the South Node tomorrow. And there's a lot of releasing of some of the energy of what we would call the Black Moon Lilith energy, where we have been shamed in the past, where we've not been allowed to be who we truly are. And we are clearing that out, especially in the energy of Virgo, because a lot of us have Pluto in Virgo, and we're coming into completely new worlds. So, and we are now taking a seat at the table instead of serving the table, because before we were raised to be seen and not heard, or, go along to get along. And we are really being asked to step into leadership energy roles right now. And I think we will definitely do that more and more in the future. But that's my new favorite way to say it now. And I used it when I was working with someone else. I was like, and the sacred feminine. So that's my new heartfelt energy is, it's the sacred feminine, because I feel that's much more inside of us coming forward. Mm-hmm. And Venus is going to be very busy coming up, especially this coming week. Mercury and Venus both, but Venus is going to be opposite Saturn on the 11th. So we actually have the 6s on Monday, so it'll be a little bit later in the week. And I would just say it's actually kind of a quieter week, because towards the end of October, it's much more energetically busy. So that's kind of what I've been preparing myself for mentally, is there's a lot of things that are going to be going on in the collective. So right now is a great time to ground in your own energy and your daily practice of spiritual energy. So get into the habit of being grounded. I actually went out and put my feet in the grass today and, got a very good grounding doing that. It's the simple things. it's the simple things that you can do for yourself that help you stay connected and not overcome with all kinds of whatever's going on out there, because there's so much news bombarding everyone right now, that we want to kind of clear our headspace and allow ourselves to be more naturally coming into our own energy. And it's very much about receiving. So receiving gifts. And I think that's one of the things I think you talked about in that channeling coming up, is being able to receive our gifts and more, that there's more coming in. So I'm sorry I let so much out of the bag, but I was so excited, and I want so much for people to watch this when it comes out next Thursday, because it's amazing. And I think anything that he has to say is so, you just get that energy of things coming in, and you can feel it coming through. So that is very exciting. So thank you so much, Betsy, for being a part of us now, because it really it's just that extra special message that that I think really underlines what we're doing as a group here. So thank you very much. With that energy, I think we will be going to read for the collective. Everybody has a card. So let me go ahead and hand it over to Wendy. Oh, wait.
What was the question that we had for the collective?
Oh, the question. What are you releasing that is no longer serving you for the collective? What energy should we be releasing for the collective that we are no longer wanting to take forward with us, or embracing that energy? It's also, I will say also that full moons are also a time of enlightenment. So it could, we might get something that comes out saying, okay, this is what you should be looking towards. I think so. It could be either way. Basically, the message of what the Aries full moon is trying to tell us all right now.
Okay, I'm ready. All right, so I pulled from the Enchanted Map Oracle and got Rock Bottom. That is a 10 card. So that is, you are right on the precipice of starting kind of a new cycle, right? Or a new path. So with this rock bottom, it says surrender and acceptance are the keys to freedom. As difficult as it may be to accept, it seems that you've reached a point where you can go no further in the same manner in which you've been doing things. Perhaps you've hit a proverbial brick wall or experienced a deep sense of loss and don't know where to turn. The old way of doing things must be discarded fully in order to move onward and upward. A new direction and new strategy are called for. The only way out is through surrender. Accept things as they are and admit that you have no idea what to do next. If you wait in that heartfelt moment of release, then a stairway will appear like magic, and all manner of synchronicities will show you the way to higher ground. The rock bottom card is a sign that a miracle is about to occur, but only if you let go completely. This kind of message has been coming up a lot for me with different people, of just feeling that, they're about to start something new, but not having any idea what direction to move in. So people tend to get really impatient and start to try forcing things or forcing steps. And then they realize they keep hitting roadblocks and they keep getting frustrated, right? So the best thing you can do for yourself is to just allow, take a step back. Stop putting the focus out here of where do I need to be looking? Where do I need to be moving towards? Take care of yourself, take care of you, have that self-care, because that is going to put you in such a better place to be able to move forward when things start lining up and having the synchronicities. And then that path starts to get a lot clearer as to what you're going to be doing. So if you haven't started taking those steps yet, now's the time to enjoy the quiet for what it is. Allow yourself to take care of yourself because you're going to be getting busy really, really soon if you haven't already started taking those steps. So I'm going to go ahead and hand this over to Ruby.
Hey, everybody. All right. I pulled from the shaman's dream, and I got the Eye of the Needle card. And this always reminds me of the Eye of Sauron. Like you just can't look away. Okay. You cannot, like, you see it, it's there, you can't deny it. And you're kind of like in the movies, whenever the characters would see the Lord of the Rings movies, whenever the characters would see the Eye of Sauron, they would kind of be frozen by it. So I'm kind of getting that energy off of this. And our question is, what energy is the Aries full moon telling us to release? The Eye of the Needle to me is saying a lot. We're only taking what is most necessary at this time because we're going through this the Eye of the Needle. So it's like only what is most important. So it says it's about intentionality and clarity. If you look through the Eye of the Needle, what do you see? Summon the experience of being so singularly focused on the task ahead that it becomes natural to remove anything that is superfluous, every distraction, every non-essential, so you succeed. What is, in this case, the definition of success? In order for the threading of the needle to happen, everything not in alignment with your goal needs to go. This is the only way you'll get what you need. Shrewd discernment, the willingness to winnow down the needle thread connection to its essence. The eye of the needle looks so tiny, but once your intention threads through it, a vast opportunity is presented on the other side. The needle can mend, can sew things together to make something meaningful and new. You're experiencing success right now. Stay true to your desires, to the work you need to accomplish, so you are laser focused on the experience of creating and manifesting. The outcome is assured by divine forces. And I love that it's a needle and thread because that's what we're doing here with the tapestry energy. And I feel like this is so on the nose for us, but it's about that laser focus to really concentrate on what is most important at this time and really keep your eyes on that. Keep the eye contact with that and focus on exactly what you're trying to take with you and only what's most important, and allowing the other things to kind of naturally shed. Okay, so with that, I'm going to move on to Dawn.
And it's very interesting, the theme that I'm getting, because this is kind of following along with the other messages. I am pulling from the Cosmic Journey Oracle deck, and your effortless effort is fully required. So with that, we are, I'm kind of laughing because it kind of, especially your card, Wendy, it really tied into that energy. Let me see if I can do that. There we go. Ha. I did that accidentally, Wendy, by the way. I figured it out. So yay me. So it's like, it's a paradox, right? How can you have something be effort? How can you put an effortless effort? And this is really about us not having a tie to what the outcome is. That is about what that's very much about what manifestation is that, you know, you put in the effort for what you want, you believe in it in your heart, and then you release your energy to whatever the outcome will be. And that's what is happening with this quantum energy when we are quantumly asking for things, is we put it in our future field and we feel the energy of what it feels like to be in that moment when we have accomplished that goal, or we are in the place that we want to be in our lives. And with that energy, we are in complete happiness in that moment. And then we release the outcome as to how we're going to get there. So this is us saying, okay, I'm going to put effort toward what I feel is on my path. And then I'm going to let go of what the outcome is. And I like how it says here, it's only the attachments to results that creates disappointment, frustration, and depression. So your full effortless effort is also required because we're all in this together. What is called for now is a solution for everyone. every sentient being, every stakeholder on the planet. So this is carry water, chop wood, and then moving forward on with that energy. So with that, Betsy, do you have a message that you can bring through from the channel for the collective?
Thank you. As we were going through this process where each one of us get to share from our heart and from our psychic tools or spiritual tools, Spirit was giving me some impressions. So when I channel, I close my eyes and I invite anyone out there who wants to channel to do the same. It's a relaxation, very easy. Thank you. Try not to attach the word, this is going to be difficult. They start to do strange things with my throat. I don't like that. All right. Together, just allow yourself to relax. I close my eyes, drop into my heart. Hello, beloved field of angels. Know that each one of you is an angel come true, as if a dream come true. You are walking through a field of lilies right now. Reach down and allow yourself to feel the fragrance. Yes, when you move into higher dimensions, you can feel the fragrance of the lilies. For you are naturally of a higher dominion than you are allowing yourself to experience because you have cast judgment. We say unto you, beloveds, release your judgment of yourself. This is what we would say unto you, you need to release, is judgment. There are many categories, you might say, of that ism, which keeps you from experiencing the kingdom of heaven. But in this evening, we would like for you to consider releasing self-judgment. You will notice when you stop judging yourself, you will feel freer. You may lose weight. Morgan is getting a kick out of that, Betsy-Morgan. For all her life, she's always wanted to maintain a certain image, but even let go of that. Let go of all the nonsense that is in your mind and hold only to the heart, the inner heart. Imagine yourself right now as if you were walking down a long hallway, and at the end of the hallway is a door, and the door says, open to freedom. Allow yourself to walk down the hallway, feeling as you get closer and closer to that door, something wonderful is going to happen. And put your hand on the doorknob and open the door. And the inside is filled with light as it says, free the inner child to be. Free your inner child, beloved. Let your child breathe and laugh and have fun. Do not be such a strict adult or parent, but every now and then at least, just laugh. It is not that consequential. Feel the fragrance of the lilies. Let your inner child be free and enjoy your life without judgment. And you will recognize more clearly the kingdom of heaven within and without. And so it is. Amen, amen, amen. All right. There you go.
Hey.
Yay.
So we're going to go ahead and start the readings for all of you in the chat who have joined us tonight. So if you've put a heart in the chat, that's wonderful. Lets us know that you want one of us to pull a card for you. And Betsy's going to be doing some channeling. So if you have a question you would like to ask to get a channeled message from Betsy, please do so. We probably won't be doubling up, but we will try and get as many in as we can before the end of the hour. Okay. So I went ahead and pulled a card for Gypsy Vixen, and I pulled from the Cosmic Journey Oracle, and I got the 15 card, Fulfill Your Destiny as a Cosmic Change Maker. As a cosmic change maker, you can create an impact through empowering those already making an impact, to help the helpers, to support the supporters, to catalyze or the catalysts. So call now to your allies of joyful abundance, your magical inner child. That synchronicity there, right? Your spirit totems, guardians, and guides to awaken you to your full power and knowledge of how this can occur. Perhaps your greatest leverage may be in helping support and augment what global visionaries are already doing in the world. Imagine the ripples of impact that occur in this way. So definitely hitting on some of those synchronicities with Betsy's message as well. I'm loving this. So let's keep it going. I'm going to go ahead and pass on to Ruby.
All right. So I have MC. I think I've read for you before, MC. Anyway, I pulled the Horseman for you, and I was also getting inner child, but I was thinking it before you guys were saying that, so I'm just saying. But this was reminding me of a child that was on the back of this horse here, and it reminds me of the Sun card, in the traditional tarot. So just kind of that freedom energy, you can kind of see the energy coming out of the child's hand here. And this is about good news, and it is a herald of change. So MC, it says, when the horseman appears, he is inviting you to spread the good news. Everyone already knows the bad news. Your task is to point out the beautiful when others see only the ugly. Note the possible, no matter how implausible it may seem. This does not mean becoming giddy or blindly optimistic, but rather reminding yourself that every storm cloud has a silver lining. Become a herald of the positive. Put away the fatalistic attitude, the dire predictions, the dreadful expectations about the world or about your life. Declare the arrival of a new and better you. Proclaim that you have risen from the realms of the dead, woken from a long and dreadful slumber, and are back on the world stage. The show is on again. The horseman cautions you to not allow your exuberance to become hollow or trivial. Be sure there is substance to the news you spread, and you are willing to live up to the expectations you raise. The world will welcome you with open arms as you share an uplifting message. Heed the horseman when he shows up once, for he bears good news and is announcing a prosperous and peaceful time. When he shows up twice in the same reading, use extreme caution. So I'll see if I'll get him again for you. But for you, I'm just really feeling like there's something that you're realizing about from when you were young, from when you were little, that is coming to fruition now. And you're seeing a really big change within yourself. Oh, you're so welcome. And I think that this is something that you're wanting to tell the people in your life about and kind of announce what that is. So congratulations. This is the energy you're getting ready to get into. So with that, I will turn it over to Dawn.
I almost started talking. I'm not going to count that as being something that I did. So I'm going to say that I won that round with the computer. So anyway, I'm reading for Willow, and what I got, this is really just a lovely energy. I decided to use the Shaman's Dream Oracle, and this is the heart home. And what it is asking us to drop into that space within us. When you begin to feel like you do not belong anywhere, it's time to make your way back to your heart home. This is your true home. So what I like about this, and this is not the love you must work hard to earn or barter for. Drop into your heart space and rest there for a breath or two. This is asking you to not be judgmental of yourself or anyone else, but just to be at peace and bring that into your own energy. That, especially for ourselves, I think we are our own harshest critics. And this is asking you to release any judgment that you have of yourself or anyone else, and just be in that space of peace as you move forward. And the other thing that I wanted to say is, when this came out, the other card that came out was First Breath, Beginner's Mind, which is going back to that place of that inner child energy. So to me, I'm just kind of getting this message in, is that the inner child and you just wants to play and have fun and enjoy what she's wanting to just relax into. I feel like that is the energy of what your inner child wants to do. So I think you should honor that, this whole first breath, this beginner's mind, this finding joy, and bringing all of those little joys around you, whether it's the smell of a flower or it's watching a stream, and then just bring that energy into yourself and just hold it and keep it with you. So to me, this is very much is what it's saying, is just give yourself compassion and love and just be that inner child that can really have everything that you want. So with that, I will go ahead and we'll go to Betsy, but Betsy's going to be reading for, just let me double check. I want to make sure I say this right. So she's for Venus. So Venus, Venus did have a question, I know.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go ahead.
First of all, Dawn, that was beautiful. Thank you. So beautiful. Okay, I'm going to read her question. May I hear a message from my guides on what's important for me to know at this time? Lots of changes happening. Oh, I wish I could read for everybody. I'm seeing questions come up, but I don't read the question in advance. I like to read the question and receive the information right after. So let me close my eyes and touch base. Hear a message from my guide. What's important? Lots of changes. Beloved daughter of light, know indeed that you are high in elevation and that you are going higher. We want you to know that there are many things that are important for you to know at this time, but we also know that in your world there is a time limit, a time capsule, so to speak, on that which we can say. We want you to know that you are beautiful throughout, and anything that we say to you is a thought that you might think about and move towards. Know that there is a process here. We will share what we see, and then you can accept or deny. We want you to know in advance that you are never, ever judged. So whether you take this information and use it, we remind you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. So take what you wish and move forward with it. You have already collected much wisdom. You have taken the knowledge, you have applied it. You've gotten hurt, and you've moved forward, both the yin and the yang. What appears to be difficult really is the best of all. The lessons learned are more valuable to your soul than even the love experienced, although the love indeed is important. So we want you to know that what we want you to know is that you are beloved, that you have done nothing wrong, actually. So they're bringing in the judgment thing again. So please stop judging yourself. We see that in some ways you are a bit codependent. Many, many, many human beings are, in order to appease another's ego mind and receive their validation. You do not need that. You are enough. You are beautiful. You have lived, and we will just throw this in because many people judge themselves by their past lives, but we want you to know that what you do in the here and now, in this present moment, is indeed ideally important. But you have had past lives that are very astounding. You have had major past lives in that which you know as Egypt. You have been a spiritual warrior in the Yucatan, in Mexico, in the North Americas. And we are seeing that we are scanning your Earth plane, and we are looking for where your light has appeared on the planet Earth. And we see that also in South America, somewhere close to Brazil. That lifetime ended harshly. You were a wonderful, if we could call it, magician, healer, seer. And you were not always understood. And in that lifetime, you had an unfortunate ending, which has caused you to feel entrapped and not moving forward with your gifts. we would suggest that you invite higher guides. Every single one of you out there has 100,000 angels who love you. Call them in, beloved Venus, and ask these 100,000 angels to cleanse you of that demise so that you are not afraid to move forward with your power and to accept and express. Accept and express this which we are sharing with you now, for you are a powerful woman indeed, a powerful human. You have known both male and female, and you can bring in the sacred feminine and the divine masculine to assist yourself now in cleansing and moving forward into a beautiful life, far better than you've had yet. And you have had some great ups and downs, but the best is yet to come. And so it is wonderful to be with you. We love you. We will never leave you. Call upon us whenever you wish. This is Orion and the angels of light. And so it is. Amen, amen, amen. All right.
Yay.
I hope you got something of value out of that.
That was beautiful.
Good.
Okay. So I am pulling a card for Natisha. So I pulled a card from Alice the Wonderland deck, and you were asking about what you should be focused on with your career growth. I thought this was really interesting because I got the number 4 card, which is falling. It's about the unknown, descent, momentum, change. 4s are also about stability. So it says the in between, the end of what once was, the letting go of who you were and rebirth into a new life. Unknown outcomes, complete immersion in the process of change. So I think what this means for you, especially with moving on with career, is that in order for you to really have that feeling of security and stability and abundance, you need to move forward in a completely different way. And I'm getting like, you need to be going towards something that you're passionate about that really makes you happy. So you're not having a job to have a job or to have money or to have stability. You're having this career change because it will fulfill you. It will fill your cup. It will make you feel like you're doing something that's actually very rewarding. And that is what is going to create that stability and that abundance and security for you in moving forward with this next step in your career. So I hope that that resonates for you, Natisha. And I'm going to go ahead and pass it on to Ruby.
All righty. I have Kim R. So Kim, I got the farther gate for you. So we're getting a lot of that type of energy, gates and portals and walking through stuff. And I'm seeing this again. It's coming for you. And this is all about a bold step forward. So it's the next experience, legacy evolving. When the farther gate shows up, it is a clear call to lift your eyes to the horizon and begin to walk towards your future. You are marching in place right now, stirring trust, but not getting anywhere. Trust that your forward movement will lead you to a new destination as you have already set for yourself, but perhaps forgotten or neglected because of the everyday busyness. The farther gate comes to tell you that an ending is at hand and that you will leave the old behind. Let it peel away like an old skin you shed. Do not hesitate. Cross the threshold boldly and you will be rewarded. If you continue marking time instead of moving, you will miss the opportunity. The gate is open. The next landscape of your life is within reach, but the window of time to pass through it grows shorter. Do not delay. A gift of the farther gate is to bring you to the fullest expression of your gifts, perhaps for the first time. It is an invitation to a sacred passage, to new discovery, and both great challenges and opportunities. It is not a graduation. There are no rewards other than the exploration itself. You have been a farmer far too long, tilling the hard soil that now bears little fruit for you. It's time to put on the explorer hat once again. So again, for you, that eye of the needle was very real. There's something that needs to shed. There's something that needs to go. It's about focusing and looking to the next experience and recognizing kind of where you've been treading water. It reminds me of the Seven of Pentacles. Like, I've planted these seeds and they're not really giving me they're not bearing fruit for me. So what needs to change, right? So I guess asking yourself that question and then making sure that you're trusting the forward movement, because it's leading you somewhere completely new. And the reward is in the movement. All right. So with that, I'm going to pass it on to Dawn.
Hello. So I am reading for Girl Gone, and it's very interesting, the message that I'm getting. I had 2 cards come out, and the first one is Covenant. It's a number 7 card. You are being invited now by the universe to enter into a sacred contract. The Covenant card may also be a call to recognize that an ancient agreement you made with Spirit needs to be renewed or canceled and torn up. Is there an opportunity showing up right now that is full of promise, yet you are unable to sign and seal the deal and commit to it? The reason is that it needs to be elevated to a sacred contract. A covenant must be founded on the truth, not your truth or his truth or her truth, but a greater truth that takes the destiny of all into account. And what I am getting with this, because the card that came out with this, is that there is an ending here. There's a contract that is no longer binding, and you are going to be asked to move on from that, because what has happened is the other card that came out was closing the door, completion. When the closing door shows up, it's a call to recognize an ending, to terminate a relationship, a job, or a task or situation that has gone on too long. Unlock the cage you have been trapped in and shut the door behind you. This is not the time to worry about what others might think or feel. Instead, break with routine. Consider what you think and how you feel, and be true to your heart's calling. So there is a contract that is ending for you, that you are going to be moving on to something that is for you. There's closing the door on this contract will allow you to begin a contract, I think, that is much more involved with your truer self on the inside. So I feel that that sometimes it's scary when things are ending, and I don't know whether this is work related or a personal relationship. I feel more like it's a personal relationship, but there's no harm in closing the door on something that has the contract has been completed. And a lot of what's going on now is that we're completing contracts with people in our lives, and then we're going to be moving on to going closer to our soul tribe. And with the things that are going on in the energy around us, we are going to be actually running more into our soul tribe, but also running into those special relationships with people that, you know, we've been searching for all along, but we weren't in our right place and our right time, but we're moving into that energy. So you have to release the other contract before a new one can come in. You can't be under two separate contracts. So that's the energy that I'm getting of this entire message, is that this is about an ending, but it'll free you up for something that is going to be even better coming in. So with that, we will go to Betsy, and she will be reading for Deborah. And I believe Deborah had a question.
All right.
I think they'll put that up for her, Wendy.
You know, oh, good. I'm glad this came up, because you know how I said I don't like to read the questions ahead of time, but I did. And I read this one as we began. And I wanted to say, Dawn, that was great. And yes, I wanted to ask you to look at, we can't have 2 contracts at once. They clash. I would sure like to know more about that. And maybe that's something we can channel on next week when we do our, preparation for YouTube. I need to write that down so I don't forget it, because I'm kind of in the channeling state, which is my excuse for not remembering things. Okay, a closing happened today from a long emotional dispute. Yes. After reading this question earlier on in our session, information started coming in, and I was hopeful. I was going to do 2 answers, yours, Deborah, and somebody else's. But beloved daughter of light, please know that this was time. You have been suffering enough in this relationship, rather a push-pull, you might say. There is like a dichotomy, but not in a bad way, in your personality. One goes one way, one part, and the other part of your personality goes the other way. We would venture to say there may be times that you feel in conflict with your own self and wonder, what's wrong with me? What's nothing? You are not going crazy. You are, like most human beings, like a ping pong ball moving against the wall of dissent and acceptance. Dissent and acceptance. We want you to accept more love. This is what is going on with you. Although your timeline is over, you have risen, but you need to cleanse off this relationship. But the bigger part is you are beautiful. You have not accepted that in its totality yet. And so you're looking at self-blame rather than self-approval. Congratulate yourself that you allowed yourself to move up. You did this. No one did it to you. You are not a victim. None of you are. You will never be a victim in your own movie, so to speak. You are the creator. So, beloved Deborah, if it still hurts, watch your thoughts, your feelings, your intentions, your words. You are the creator of your own movie, the director, the producer, the actor, all of it. So please know that there was enough self-love to move you up a level so that you could move on to something better. Go ahead and grieve, but don't spend too much time there, for it is a deep, dark hole, and you will begin to believe it. It's not your truth, it's your story. Don't believe your story. Believe in who you are. You are a dynamic being of light that is creating a wonderful life and lifestyle, should you choose to accept that. You are beautiful throughout. Accept that, and we love you. And so it is. Amen, amen, amen. I hope that made sense. Oh, I'm so emotionally tired. That's what happens when you're moving up in energy. I think all of us can say, yes, right? That's a good thing. Just get a nap. I take naps every day. Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, I know. I feel that too. Sometimes I just got to unplug from absolutely everything, to be able to recharge. Okay. Thank you. I hope you got to see it. Okay, so I know that you did not ask for this, Ron, but you are here tonight, and I am going to pull a card for you. So let me see. I'm just going to let everybody see who you are right there. Okay. So Ron, I pulled a card from the Starseed Oracle. And I love this, love this, love this. It says, your life is a canvas, artist manifestation, creative accountability. So you're the artist of your life, and your life is a canvas. Take responsibility for your ability to create. Earth is known as a planet of manifestation. Your present moment is based on your past thoughts and beliefs. Your current thoughts determine your future. What kind of life do you want to create for the future? What are you being called to create? Reconnect with your manifesting power and align your thoughts, feelings, and actions with the vibration that matches them. It's never too late to start, and no experience is required. All you need is an open heart and mind and consistent daily action. If you're not sure what you'd like to create, start instead with a feeling of deep gratitude for all that's good in your life right now. State out loud what you're most thankful for. Look for the good in your life, and one thing will be certain. You'll find yourself attracting more and more good experiences into your world. This card is inviting you to see your entire life as a canvas, and the picture is completely up to you. Color it with your thoughts and feelings. Create the life that you most long to live. You may also be called to be more creative in your everyday life. What have you been called to create? How can you express yourself more creatively? And I think this card really hits home for you, Ron, because I feel like since you have kind of met all of us, we have kind of infiltrated your life a bit and are kind of putting you a little bit more in the spotlight and having you have those kind of creative juices just flow. So I hope that resonates for you, Ron. And sorry to put you on the spot, but I couldn't resist. So I'm going to go ahead and pass this on to Ruby.
All righty. I'm reading for Karen. And Karen, I actually did get 2 cards for you. So I'm gonna talk about how they go together. The first one that I got was the Drifter card. So this is about finding what lights you up and experiencing life as it comes. So this is about relinquishing control a little bit and kind of seeing where you go. So it invites you to step out of your to-do list and your ordinary routine to feel the breeze against your skin, calling you to follow the wind and explore life's opportunities. When the drifter appears, it's a sign that it's time to cut the mooring lines holding you to the dock. It's not important to know the destination before you set sail. It will become clear as you leave port. Do not wait for a map, as there are none to where you are destined to go. But be sure you have a compass to keep you true. Yours is your pure love and your intention to be free, even of your own beliefs and preconceptions. Few appreciate the energy of the drifter. Here you might not seem to be doing anything worthwhile or meeting someone else's expectations, but you are the only one who understands that others are running full out on the hamster wheel and getting nowhere. Your laziness is an underappreciated virtue. You know that life will find you and bring you everything you require without having to search for it, by simply being instead of frantic doing. Even as you let your mind wander, releasing it to go on a daily walkabout, call it back home regularly to deliver news from the cosmos. The drifter helps you find what you are looking for, even when you didn't think you were seeking anything. So this plays into the second card because you actually got the netcaster. So it's like the bottle, the message in a bottle that just drifts and somehow lands on the beach, and it's being caught by you now. So this is coming to fruition, and it's a surprise manifestation, essentially. I'm getting goosebumps. So it's time that you cast your net. Everything that you long for is within reach. It's been so long since your prayers were answered that you have forgotten how to receive what is being offered to you. Open your arms up and your heart to rewards beyond measure. Basically, cast your net. So bide your time right now. Allow yourself to kind of drift along. You might think you're being lazy, but this is the universe just guiding you where you need to go, and it's going right into the net. And so go into stillness, deep quiet, and watch for the signs, and it's about to happen. Yes. Okay, moving on to Dawn.
Okay, so far so good. I have managed to unmute myself each time without having a complete sentence come out. So I call this a win. I had to start over like a week or 2 ago because I messed up. So what I got for this, Anna I'm reading for, and in the way that things happen, I was actually going to pick up a different deck, and unconsciously I picked up the Cosmic Journey Oracle, and even after I pulled the card, I went to the other deck and I'm like, oh, that's not the deck that I pulled from. So this is ask wonderfully, receive graciously. And it's such a beautiful message that has come out. And I really do feel like it's not, when I was shuffling the cards, I kept getting the energy of really freedom and happiness. And I was thinking, oh, this feels like good for you that's going on. But this comes out that it's taking that emotion and then working with it. So this is ask wonderfully, receive graciously. Congratulations, you are ready to fully receive exactly what you want, but only if you ask. Too many of us are stuck in the habit of giving and being of service, but this is only one half of the infinite dance. Allow others to experience the joy of giving and serving you. It's time to ask. Ask wonderfully and receive graciously, knowing what you receive will be multiplied 1,000-fold through your greater vision. Imagine the entire world created to fulfill exactly what you need when you ask with cheerful expectancy and in alignment with your highest purpose. Life is like a room service menu awaiting your delivery instructions. You just need to ask. And also with things going on in your life too, and I'm one of these people, and I will say all Cancers, all Virgos, all Libras can also be any placement of those things. We don't ask. We do for everyone else, and then we're disappointed because people don't do that for us, but they're not as smart as we are. So we need to have them, we need to explain to them in slow sentences, this is what I need from you. And be beautifully gracious about it, and be in your divine feminine power, sacred feminine, actually. And this or something better. This or something better. So this is so much about, you can't ever, unless you ask for something. And also this, I just kind of got a message too. Your angels and guides are standing by waiting to be your room service people. So ask for them, ask them to come in, ask for them to help you with things. All of that energy is exactly, they're like, why aren't you asking us? Why are you not asking us for help? Just say it. We'll be right there. But you have, there's nothing that tops your personal freedom, and they won't interfere unless they have been asked and have your permission to help. So that is something that you need to be aware of. This or something better, whenever you have, because the universe can bring in even greater than what you can even imagine. So say you order something from room service and you're like, oh, I'll just order like a nice dessert. And up comes something that is so beautifully imaginative, and it's a work of art that you're receiving. So it was even better than you could possibly hope. You're like, oh, I was just thinking for something that was just a simple, light, beautiful, something, just to satisfy a sweet tooth late at night, something small. And it was like this work of art that comes up. This is what you can do with your asking. This or something better, and have that come in. So I think that is a beautiful sentiment to have that come through. So we're going to close out now. I think we're hitting that. Oh yes, what Betsy, please do.
I just want to say the messages were beautiful tonight. Oh my gosh. And I also wanted to thank people in the chat the people I got to read for, who have thanked me. Thank you so much. It was an honor. And Spirit has been telling, can I channel like for 60 seconds?
Yes. Oh,
I know I talk too fast anyway. Beloved daughters of light, for most of you indeed who are here, except for you, beloved Ron, we want you to know that we appreciate your presence, and we are as honored to be with you as you might feel to be with us. We want you to know that many of you, we see that many of you are having a difficulty with the letting go process, which was the theme of this evening. We remind you that that is normal human nature, to grasp, to hold on, to look back. Please know that with one word, you can help yourself. And that word we offer unto you this evening is refocus. In the human realm, it takes 30 days to develop a habit. Practice refocusing for 30 days. For you have all your life been looking at what is not as happy. That is kind of, you might say, a cultural, earthbound habit. Retrain yourself. You are responsible now for your own happiness. We love you. Refocus on what is good, what could make you happy. Make up in your own imagination a feeling of love, gratitude, and thanksgiving. And so it is, beloveds. We are with you now, and we are with you always. Amen, amen, amen. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Don't forget, we have our ceremony for releasing this Sunday. It's at 8 p.m. Eastern. The link is already up for that. And I believe there's announcements coming out already from like Soulful Revolution. There's also letting people know about that as well. So thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. We really love and appreciate all of you. And we will see you hopefully on Sunday. Good night, all.